Okay, so let's start with 5 and 6, okay? Now, there's a general rule, okay? The general rule is when you have a circle and you draw your diameter of your circle, what happens when I pick any point up here and then I link it back to the end of the diameter? What's this angle up here always going to be? 90. Okay, so it's always going to be 90 degrees every single time. So you can go through all of these questions and you can do not even read them, but you can just do this over and over again. 90, 90, 2x equals 90, x equals 45. Okay? Now look at question 5. You know 55, you know 90. How do you find out what A is? Take them away from 180 and you get? I'm going for 35. 35. And then what's the angle B? 125, because it has to add up to 180. Okay. You alright with the first two? 5 and 6? Any questions? We're good. Who got those two out? Good, good. Okay, which ones on the board do you want done? 9? 8 and 9, okay, 8 and 9. So in question 8, you have a four-sided object. What do all four angles have to add up to in this four-sided object? Have to add up to 360. So you get your 360, you take away your 80, you take away your 85, and you take away your 95. What do you get? Sorry? 100. So this here, angle A is 100. So if angle A is 100, what does that tell me about angle B? 80. Because 100 plus 80 is 180. It's a straight angle. Moving on to the next one. What about question 9? What can we say angle X is? 90. If angle X is 90, what can we say about the red angle added to the green angle? Well, all three of them have to add up to 180. But more specifically, the red and the green one have to add up to another 90. Because 90 plus 90 is 180. So Aaron, you're correct, okay? Aaron might do it like this. Aaron might say 2y plus 3y plus 90 equals 180. That's all three angles added together, right? 2y plus 3y. 180 minus 90. 5y equals 90. Y equals 18 degrees. So I've done 5, 6, 8 and 9 so far. Okay, just copy and paste that with me. Okay, moving on. These ones here, the harder ones. Yeah? Just going to keep there the questions I've currently done, okay? So, we haven't done any of these yet, correct? Okay, alright. Here's what we're going to do, right? It's easy enough. What's the green angle? I have to make these a bit bigger as well, so I'm going to have to just enlarge it and drag. Okay, start on the first one. This one here, question 10, front and center. Can anybody tell me what angle that is there? 130, okay? Now, this 130, guys, what you notice about this here? What you notice about this length here? It's the radius, isn't it? And it's the same in every direction. This means that this length here is the same as that length there. What does that mean about that triangle? That this angle here equals this angle here. How much short of 180 are you with the 130? You're 50 short. 50 is divided amongst two angles. Therefore, come on, stay focused. While you're here, stay focused for me. So the angle in question is 25. What page are we on? 334, please. Open your books on 334. Okay. Now, we're going to move on to question 12 now, okay? So I've done 10, now I'm going to do question 12. Okay. So, with question 12, guys, that's 10, and now I'm trying to do 12. Now, with question 12, what angle is this one here? 80. What type of triangle is that? Why isn't it an isosceles triangle? Okay. How much short, with this triangle on its own, the red triangle, I'm off by 100. One of them is 80, but the other two added together must be, so 100 plus x is 180. 2x will equal 100. X equals 50. Everybody happy with that? Be aware, if you show the workings, you're entitled to marks even if you get it wrong. If you just throw down the answer is 50, you haven't shown where the idea comes from, it'll be all or nothing. You'll either get all the marks or you'll get none of the marks. Just be aware of that. Okay, moving on. Getting a bit harder now. Well, number 13 is similar to what we did last time out, isn't it? So just keep this going, because okay, just keeping what questions I did down here so I can go back later on. Now let's look at question 14 as an example. Okay, question 14. Make this really large without distorting the image. Let's go again. Okay, there's question 14 right there. Okay, we want information in the top triangle, don't we? Because the top triangle is the location of what we want to find out. We want to find out what that angle there is. Is there any angle we can get straight away? Why is that 110, Aaron? Use the words. Why is it 110? There's a word. Vertically opposite. Very close. Okay, vertically opposite angles. Everybody alright with that? What type of triangle is the top one? What type of triangle is it? It's an isosceles. It usually adds up to 180. We currently have 110 counted for. How much are we short? We're short 70. 70 divided amongst two equal angles. What does that make each angle? 35. 35 and 35. Everybody happy with that? Okay, so that's number 14 added to the fray. Now, number 15. Okay, what do we think of number 15? We want to get information in this triangle here. Vertically opposite again. That's 48 degrees, yeah? What type of triangle is this? No, y isn't quite 90. There's another way to get information. What two angles have to be the same? X and 48 have to be the same because it's an isosceles triangle. In an isosceles triangle, when two sides are the same length, the two angles that look at the sides are also the same length. 48. Yeah. 84. But well done. Well done. You knew exactly what you're doing. 84. 84 degrees. Everybody happy with that? It's like a puzzle, isn't it? You just gotta one piece at a time. What's the rule? Finish it off. So that makes that number 15. Okay, and we are continuing on. Done a good few questions here today, haven't we? Which one do you think you don't like the most? 16, 17 or 18? 18? Okay. Yeah, let's go for 18. Bring it to the top here. It's a pretty big 18, isn't it? No mistake in that diagram. Now, question 18. It's tough. It's a trick here. This one is the same length as that one. That one is a radius, which makes that one the same as. What type of triangle is that? Where all three sides are the same. Equilateral. And in an equilateral triangle, what is the angle of each one? 60 degrees. Because three equal angles, have to make up 180. Therefore, one angle must make up 60. Now that was a tough spot, wasn't it? Now, what does that make this one? 120, straight angle. What type of triangle is the triangle to the right? Isosceles. One here and one there. So what you get? Both of them have to add up to 60. 30 each. Pretty good, isn't it? Alright. Now, some of these ones look a bit more. I think these are the ones you're trying to do their evening, Ben, wasn't it? Now, the generic rule for this is the following. If I have a circle of any variety, so a circle of any variety, exhibit A. If I then have a line that only, we'll go with a thinner line. If I have a line that only hits that circle at 1 point, does everybody agree with that? Then when I join this point to the center of the circle, that angle in question must be 90 degrees. Do you hear what I said? What is 90 degrees? That's called a tangent line. A tangent line only hits it once. And when it hits it once and you draw a line back to the center of the circle, 90 degrees every time. Okay? Let's figure out how this works in the questions. Okay. So, an example would be question 20. Okay, in question 20, guys. P is 90. Excellent call. How did you know P was 90? Why is it a right angle triangle? All 3 points are located on the circle. One of the lengths is the diameter of the circle. Yes, Ryan? So, this is 90. Add all 3 of them up, and what happens here with the red angle? It needs to add up to 180. That makes that one 26. What does that angle plus that angle have to equal? 90. 90 minus 26? 64. Okay. 64. Now, that's 20 done. I'm about to do 21. Okay, let's keep going. So, about to do 21. I think you'll actually be alright with 21. I'll leave that one alone. Oh, that looks more difficult, doesn't it? What do you think? What? Okay, let's find out. Let's start with 22 and work our way over. Now, look at this here. A is y. 3 points on a circle. One of the lines is going through the center of the circle, making that 90 degrees. What does that make angle B? 50, because it has to add up to 180. This angle here, and this angle here have to add up to 180. Therefore, that makes that one 50. Okay. After that, how much is this angle here? 90 in total, but it'd be 40 down there. Okay. Now here's the trick question. We're going to combine the two of them to make 90. Okay. We can write down B as 50, but I'm going to join them together to make 90. I want you to look at these three angles for me. 1, 2, 3. What do the three green angles have to add up to? Y. One triangle. C equals 50. Okay. Not so bad, is it? It looks horrible, but it's not really. And finally, that's 22. Finally, the last one. Do you know what? Leave the last one as a surprise. You can take it on your own. See if somebody can